My wife Kim has always wanted to go to Hawaii. To say that's the number one thing on her bucket list is an understatement. That's always been a dream of hers. And she only made one real big mistake. She married me, and I ended up being a pastor, and Hawaii is a long and expensive way off. So we've never been. But just for the fun of it, let's pretend that over the next couple of years we're able to save up enough money and we get all packaged up and we get on the plane and we're heading to Los Angeles so we can get on a plane from there to Hawaii. And as we land in Los Angeles, we get a phone call. It's somebody from back home. And they need us to do something and are wondering if we could turn around and delay indefinitely going to Hawaii so we can come back and help them out. Well, two things. It had better be a person who's incredibly important to us, somebody we value insanely highly. And the thing they want us to do had better be incredibly important. Right? Well, that's what I think of when I think of Paul when he's writing to the church in Philippi. Because Paul is going through in chapter 1, he's talking about this wrestling match he's having with himself. Because he's got two priorities. One, he wants to continue to help the people. He wants to help them grow into the people God designed them to be. But two, he really would like to go be with Jesus. He's had a long life and it's been a pain in the butt, and he'd like to go with Jesus. And he says this, I am torn between the two. I desire to depart and be with Christ, which is better by far. But it is more necessary for you that I remain in the body. And so he decided to stay. Paul considered helping people, some of whom he barely knew, and advancing God's work on earth, even though it was incredibly difficult. So important, he turned around on a trip to be with Jesus. And I have to ask myself, do I think other people who are following Christ are so important I would delay something that big a deal for? Do I consider advancing God's work on earth so important I would make that great a sacrifice? That's a pretty challenging question, and that's today's Jumpstart.